Hello world and welcome back to my channel Honza's Collection for another Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure unboxing and review video. And in today's video I would like to show you the Flash. And this is the Flash from the CW TV series. He is wearing the suit from the season 1. And first things first, he's amazing. And I would not be able to start with anything else than just purely saying that he is amazing, because he really is. And as I mentioned in the previous videos, which you might seen on my channel, if you haven't, please do so, then Flash is one of my favorite superheroes, not only from DC but in general, because the way how Grant Gustin portrayed Flash in this TV series made me really happy and made me wondering, like, who is Flash actually? Like, this character is interesting. So I started to read comic books. I was looking forward for every single new episode, and even though currently the Arrowverse is almost gone and the last seasons are not as great as the first ones, I still consider this TV series as, first of all, the best from the Arrowverse. Definitely for me, absolutely, this one is the best. And also as one of the best TV shows, like in general, in superhero genre. So that's just the things which I wanted to point out first. And now let's talk about the figure, because as you can see, we have a really nice box art here, and here we can see Grant Gustin in his suit with the logo of the Flash, and it looks very straightforward and very dynamic. I love the color applications here. I love the different shades of red. I love how it looks that he's actually running, because, like, this is something which I would like to put on my wall if possible. I wouldn't destroy the box, obviously, but if I would have it as a poster, I would definitely put it on my wall. So this is really amazing. Then it continues right here, and as you can see, I have to hold the camera because the box is way too big. So it doesn't really fit as good as I would like into my light box. So here we have some credit information and legal information. You can also see right here that he has been made in 2021. And I should also point out that I have him in my collection for I would say somewhere around 6 months or so, more or less. And I'm really enjoying him. And even though that I still have him in in one pose, I still love the way he looks. This is the top, this is the bottom, so basically the same. And now it will be actually the first time since I have him when I will try some other poses as well. So if we want to open the box, we have to slide this up, and as you can imagine, it is not easy to do it with just one hand. So maybe I should do the snap just like Justin, but I wanted to make it realistic as possible. So here we have the box. On the inside we have the Flash. I still do hope that one day I will be able to get So Toys Green Arrow, because I would definitely like to have them together. And also I would love to have Brandon Routh Superman from Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's also in 1/6 scale. And then if I would have a lot of space and a lot of money, I would also buy Supergirl or Batwoman, but it's not as necessary. Like, first things first would be Green Arrow and then Superman, because they would look great together. So that's how the box looks like. And then if we want to see a little bit more, this is what we have. So I will not waste your time, and I will just show you everything he comes with. So here we have everything that comes with the Flash, and as you can see, I am not able to put everything onto the camera, so I will show this to you separately. So first of all, we have this beautiful cardboard piece, and usually I'm not a big fan of these, and I know that a lot of YouTubers don't like it as well, because it looks very cheap and it's not very strong, so you never know whether it will last for a long period of time or not. But in this case, it is great because first of all, we have a lot of details here, and it's really interesting. It really looks like from the TV show, because you can see the logo of Star Labs. You also have here some Star Labs logo, and then we have a lot of details on the streets, and we also have this big light which shows us that he is running towards us. And if you want to use it for a good purpose, then definitely it is great to put also the base in front of it, because it naturally continues like that, and then it really looks like it is a 3D model. So I will definitely going to show you how it looks. Then we have the base, which is pretty straightforward with this lightning effect on the nameplate, and with the road I wouldn't expect anything less or anything else, because it totally makes sense that he's running on the road. We also have this grabber, so once again it is very strong, so be careful because you could easily break the suit, or maybe not really easily, but still you shouldn't have him there for a long period of time. And then we have the accessories. So first of all, we have these lightning effects. They are more or less close to what Diamond Select Toys are giving to us, with the but there it is on the statue, while here it is. Here we can decide whether we want to use it or not. So it's, I guess, okay, but I never really had it on the Flash before, so I don't know how it actually works and if it will look good or bad. So I will show this to you very soon. And as you can see, all lightning effects are a little bit different. Then we have the fist hand. You can see the texture on it. It really matches with the rest of the suit. We have right and left hand. And we also have some relaxed hands. So if I would focus on it, come on. This is how it looks. Then we have the various logos for his chest. So this one I do like the most. It looks really cool. But also I never had it on him, so we will see that in a second. But like, I mean, all the details, like that really looks incredible. Then we have this logo for his chest, and then the one which he already has straight from the box. Then we can use his cape like this because it can sit on his back. Be careful not to prick yourself because this is I would say dangerous is a strong word, but still be careful. And I don't like that it is plastic because the nothing on the suit apart from the boots and hands is not plastic, so I am afraid that it will look a little bit different and a little bit weird, but we will see. And then we have to talk about this. This is the best thing which you can find in the box, and I mean, guys, you have to love it. I mean, come on, this head sculpt is 10 out of 10. It is absolutely Grant Gustin all the way through. There is no doubt about it. I mean, well, as I said in some older videos, sometimes you never know with him because his face is a little bit like way too normal. He is not having anything which would say like, okay, this is I'm looking for the right example. I mean, if you look at the Tony Stark, you can first thing that comes to your mind is his beard. Or with Doctor Strange, with Benedict Cumberbatch, it's also the same. Like his mouth is very specific, so you can immediately say this is him or this is not him. While on the Grant Gustin, there is nothing like that. He's just a normal, nice boy with the face which you can easily forget and switch it for somebody else. But even though that his face is, let's say, normal, and I mean it in a nice way, here you can still clearly see that you are looking at Grant Gustin, which is amazing effort by Hot Toys, and I'm super happy that he looks so realistic that I mean, I can't find anything on the head sculpt which wouldn't look like him. I mean, he's absolutely Grant, 100%. So that was all the accessories, and now here we have the Flash himself, and as you can see, that's how he looked in the season 1. This is his first suit, and he's pretty big, and he is like, there is a lot to talk about, while on the other hand there is not as much as with different figures, because in TV shows they usually don't have like very complex and detailed costumes, because it first of all it has to be very flexible, and it should be very straightforward, because in the end he needs to spend a lot of hours in this costume, so they have to always create something which will allow him to move freely, and which will allow him to stay in it for basically all day, every day. So first of all, he looks great, and we can see all the various interesting parts about him. So for example, the head sculpt, it is plastic, unfortunately, because it also looks a little bit different from the rest of the suit, but you can clearly see that it is also amazing. So I usually have him in like fully suited, but I am also interested how he will look with the unmasked head sculpt. Then here you can see the various choice of materials, just like in the TV series. So this is unfortunately pleather, so I definitely need to use some protection for it, because over time it could potentially damage it itself, basically. This is also pleather. Here on the trousers, this is pleather as well, so it could be dangerous here, all the way here. So this is not good, but the rest of it is some sort of fabric choice of material. And then we also have this plastic belt. This is also pretty dangerous, so be careful here. And I'm worried a bit that this belt could potentially break over time, and not only because it is also from pleather, but like the plastic pieces, the plastic lightning effects could fall off, or if you will pose him in very dynamic pose, it could be also a problem. Then we have this like normal fabric material, which is nice. This gives us a lot of place, a lot of possibilities for some poses. And if we will go down, we can talk about the lightning effects, how it goes. What I don't really like that much is the fact that his boots are completely plastic, which means, first of all, he is standing great, which is a good thing. While on the other hand, it is very complicated to give him some running pose, because that's not what is easy to achieve, and that is a problem for me, and I think for a lot of people as well, because I mean, we all want to have a Flash in a running pose, right? At least from time to time. So that's what I don't like that much. This is how he looks from all the angles. So you have a lot of possibilities. So here is some movement. This is basically as far as he can go. Also here, like that. Then the hands up to here, then all the way to here, double bend right here, classic 1/6 scale joint over here, so you have to hide it from time to time, depends on your pose. And he also have some swivel here, some butterfly joint. Then this is as far as he can go, and he is going a little bit back, so this is not much. And the other side is even more restricted. I cannot really do anything here, and I think there is some padding on the inside, because some places are a little bit more sturdier than what I would expect. Then regarding the legs, he can go all the way up to here. You can see some creasing, but still I think it's okay. Then you can go all the way to here, just like that. And then we have double bend on the knee, on a ratchet which is not which you cannot really hear that much. And unfortunately, no split cut boot design, no toe articulation, nothing. This is just as far as you can go. So this is Flash, and now I would like to show you what else we can do with him. So first pose is pretty easy. This is usually how I have him in my display. You can see that he's running, you can see the display behind him, and how it nicely goes all the way to his foot, and it is really up to you how you want to do it and how precise you would like to be. But this is very easy, simple pose, and I think that most of us will be happy just with the way how he looks. So another pose, basically the same thing, only this time with the lightning effects. And you might be surprised, but this is actually how you should attach it on him based on the manual. And I'm not kidding, I can show this to you right now. So this is the way. That's what you should be able to achieve. And in my humble opinion, this is not working. I don't think that it looks as dynamic as it should. I mean, it makes sense to have it, but this is just not working for me, and I think that this is probably the last time since the last time I have the lightning effects on him. It's just weird. And it doesn't really make much sense where the lights are going, so I don't know. Not this. And then we have this flash, and now he's saying hi to you. Although there are some things which I also don't like that much. You can see the different logo on his chest, which is nice, and you can see his unmasked head sculpt, but as I was worried, the cape doesn't work because it is completely different type of material, and because it is a sculpted plastic, it looks way different than it should look like. There is also the color mismatch between the cape and the rest of his outfit, so that's not how he looked. So it's not as screen as accurate as I would like, and also it is not really working here because it is like you cannot attach it to anywhere, so this is not good. So every single time when I'm trying to do something about it, it just looks goofy. So probably if we would like to have him with unmasked head sculpt, then probably it would be better to go without cape completely. But you know, other than that, the head sculpt looks nice, right? Let's try something else. Surprise, surprise. Here is a little something which I didn't include it into the accessory segment. And I was hoping it will be a nice surprise for you for the end, because we have the helmet of his, let's call him mentor, Jay Garrick, the first Flash. And if you have seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. So it is really great that we have the helmet right here. Unfortunately, this is not from metal. This is just a plastic piece, which is unfortunate because what happened to me was that when I have decided to have him in such a pose on my shelf, what happened was that the helmet fall off from the detail, and one of the wings is pretty much gone now. So I tried to glue it together. Sometimes it is working, sometimes not as much, but having the helmet in his hand or on his or on somebody else's head is a very tricky thing to do. So because you will only put it on the hand and that's it. There is no magnet, there is nothing else which could hold it. So if the wind will do his thing, or anybody else will go by, or if, for example, your dog will touch the detolf, it can easily fall down on the ground and break. So please be careful, guys. Be smarter than myself, because it's not a cheap figure. But in the end, I think this is basically more or less everything that we can do. You can also see that it looks better without the cape. So I think I will have him in this unmasked post now for a while. And I will appreciate it a little bit more than before. You can also see that the logo on his chest also looks great, and it is accurate to the show, so I do like it a lot. And yeah, that's more or less it, but we could not end with one last thing. Actually, what I wanted to say is without one last thing, but I guess you understood. So this is the comparison between various flashes, and you might seen it before with the in the other reviews, but because I am selling currently this flash from Diamond Select Toys, I wanted to do one last comparison to show you guys why I have decided to upgrade. I do believe that you have seen enough arguments for you to see why this Hot Toys Flash is much better than these two guys. This one is from Funko Pop, in case you don't know. Well, first of all, it is very different in many ways. This is an action figure. This is just statues, so you cannot pose them. You don't have any accessories here. That's just how you will get it. But also, this costs, I would say, 3 or 4 times more than this flash, and this flash costs 3 times more than this flash. So it is not a fair comparison because we are talking about something completely different. But I think you can still see the difference, and you can now clearly decide what kind of statues or action figures you would like to collect. I have decided that mine is the mines are the ones from Hot Toys and similar companies in 1/6 scale, because I like the 1/6 scale, how big they are, because I think it's okay, and I also love the way that I can pose them, and that I have some accessories. I have various head sculpts. I have all these kind of things which I wanted to show you today. And also we have plenty of options how we can display him together with anybody else. I don't have the Flash from Justice League by Ezra Miller yet. Hopefully I will have him one day, so if I will definitely put him and do the comparison here with this Flash, but this Grant Gustin's Flash is my favorite, so I hope that one day we will see him in the movies, and we should, but we don't know for how long. So that's how it is at the moment. In general, I would say it is a really great figure. It's not perfect. It has its minuses, definitely, and we have mentioned them. So be careful about that. After having him for more or less 6 months, I would say that the biggest mistake made by Hot Toys is the fact that he has this plastic boots, because I would definitely love to have him in a running pose which looks more natural. So this is the decision which I don't really understand why they have decided to do it this way. but other than that, it is still a great figure, and I'm super happy that I have him in my collection because I'm a huge fan, as I said at the beginning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. Let me know which Flash is your favorite, and I'm looking forward to see you guys in another video.